So, with the Summer Showdown qualifiers finally over, we are entering into the Summer Showdown tournament, in which now we're going to be seeing the Chengdu Hunters start off against the Dallas Fuel in a match that could be kind of interesting. You have someone like Jinmu who's been playing a lot of Pharah against a team that doesn't really have a hit scan player. They have Pine, but I don't see Dallas playing him really at all this season, unless he comes to Dallas. And so, I feel like this could be a close match, but I am going to give it, of course, very obviously to the Dallas Fuel. The Chengdu Hunters just not really able to do much against the Dallas Fuel. They didn't say that's how it went in the melee. The team was pretty unimpressive there against Dallas Fuel, and I feel like nothing's really going to change. One match I actually do feel like might change is Atlanta Reign versus the Shanghai Dragons. Now, the Atlanta Reign have been pretty good as of late. Really dominant, but so is Shanghai. So, it could be one-sided towards Shanghai. It could be one-sided to Atlanta, or it could be very close. And I'm going to lean it to being close, but I don't think Atlanta's going to get the victory over Shanghai in the first round, which will lead a losers bracket match of Chengdu versus Atlanta, which I don't see Chengdu really being able to do much against the Reign, and they're going to get a 3-0 against the Chengdu Hunters pretty easily, knocking the Chengdu Hunters out of the Summer Showdown, which will lead us to the Dallas Fuel versus the Shanghai Dragons, the grand finals of the past two tournaments, as well as the winners bracket finals going into the grand finals. Every match they've had has been close, and it's gone either way both times. And during the last tournament, we did see Dallas finally get beaten, and it was by Shanghai, and it was a very close match. But without these hero bans, you have someone like Fearless who can run rampant on the Reinhardt. And so we could easily see this still going in Dallas Fuel's favor, which is exactly what I'm going to be seeing. A 3-2, map 5 from Dallas. It's going to be close, but I do think that in a matchup of Fearless versus Fate, Fearless is easily going to win, which will allow the rest of the Dallas Fuel to pick up the rest of the kills they need against the rest of Shanghai Dragons, giving Dallas just a little bit of an upper hand. Then that leads to Atlanta Reign versus Shanghai Dragons, two of my favorite teams. It's a difficult one to do, even though history has shown that Shanghai has won. I want this to go a little differently. I think that with Atlanta Reign really kind of improving in the Summer Showdown, I feel like they were definitely one of the best teams going into this, into the knockouts. I think they have a chance against Shanghai. Not a huge chance, but I do think that they have the potential to pull off a map 5 victory. And that is exactly what I'm going to see. Unlike what happened during the June Joust, where they lost against the Shanghai Dragons, and my Cinderella story ended there. But it's gonna happen in the Summer Showdown. We're going to see the Dallas Fuel and the Atlanta Reign in the grand finals, in which, just like my predictions from the June Joust, the Atlanta Reign will pull off the victory against the Dallas Fuel, ensuring no repeated champions in a close 7-map series potentially even longer. And it's going to be an absolute brawl, and it's going to be enjoyable to watch. It could potentially be the greatest match in Overwatch League this season. And that's saying a lot, but I could see it happening. Because you have great players like Kai, Pelican, Gator, Hawk, against also Titanic players in Fearless, Hanbin, Sparkle. It's a huge matchup, and I really want to see it. I don't think we've really seen it much. We've seen them play once, I believe. But to see this happen at the Grand Finals, I feel like Atlanta could get the momentum and take home a victory, winning the Summer Showdown.